Today we are going to talk about the quick deployable intrusion detection system FORTEZA-100. The speakers are the following. This is our developer, Mr. Sergey Zabolotin, and me, Natalia Magomadova. I'm a customer manager. Some words about our today communication. Below the chat, you can see the line where you can type your messages. The chat window is available for all guests, and we can see here all your questions. We will reply your question during a special break. During the webinar, we will demonstrate you pictures which is available to save. Under the pictures, you will see a diskette, and clicking on diskette, you can save the pictures to your PC. All pictures have our serial number, and if your question concerns one of the picture, you can type the number of the picture in your message, so we can use this picture answering your questions. So we can start. One moment. The system FORTEZA-100 is intended for temporary protection of small perimeter sites and can be used to provide security, for example, for VIP aircrafts, valuable goods, vehicles on the car parks or overnight stays, field military, and so on. The distinctive feature of the system is that it can operate without constant power supply, and the alarm signal is transmitted via radio channel to the security post at a distance of 1,200 meters when an intruder crosses the detection zone. FORTEZA-100 is a volumetric intrusion detection system. A transmitter and receiver create an invisible detection zone that alerts when the intrusion occurs. Now you can see on the picture what we are talking about. To protect, for example, a helipad can be used a set consisting of 4 sectors, creating the detection zone like a circle. To make a detection zone of the one sector, you should direct the match mark or arrow on the transmitter and the match mark or arrow on the receiver, so they coincide, making the detection zone axis. Accuracy of match marks, arrows, setting is plus/minus 10 degrees. Now on the picture you can see that the intruder wants to penetrate to the helicopters, but he breaks the detection zone and the alarm signal is generated and transmitted to the radio channel receiver, where we can see the number of the zone where was an intrusion. A sample of the radio channel receiver you can see on our table. The system FORTEZA-100 has 2 modifications. There are FORTEZA-100M and FORTEZA-100L. The technical data of every modification are represented now on your screens. Let's talk about every modification separately. The total length of the protected perimeter for both modification is 1,000 meters. The operating frequency is 2.45 gigahertz. The maximum quantity of protected sensors is up to 20. The operating temperature of the linear part is minus 40 up to plus 50. The minimum weight of the system is 20 kilograms. The difference between modifications is the running time of the batteries. The lithium batteries are used by FORTEZA-100L, and they work 27 days without recharge. By FORTEZA-100M, I use LED batteries which work up to 7 days without recharge. But we would like to pay your attention that this modification has possibility of the wired power supply and to change the batteries outside, not to dismount the system. When you use the wired power supply, occurs recharging of the built-in batteries. If it used the wired power supply, the supply voltage should be within 24 up to 36 voltage. Now let's talk about these two modifications separately. On your screens, now you can see these two modifications. Left on the picture, you can see the modification FORTEZA-100M. As you can see, the sensor is ready to operate and consists of the electronic units inserted into the 3 ports. We would like to say once again about the wired power supply. It's very convenient if the object is located near the security post. Right in the pictures you can see FORTEZA-100L, and the both modifications differ outwardly. FORTEZA-100L uses the lithium batteries. Lithium has the electrochemical potential, that is why it is the most active metal. On basis of lithium, it is possible to create batteries or accumulators with a very high energy density with minimal size and weight. That is why the autonomous work without recharge achieves 7 days and the wired power supply is not required. The units of the system consist of 2 cylinders connected to each other and are dust and waterproof. So please look. In the lower cylinder is placed a battery to charge, which can be charged using a special slot, and this option is possible only for FORTEZA-100M. FORTEZA-100L has a demountable battery, and in the upper cylinder there are 2 electronic parts, transmitter or receiver, and one of them is fixed on the housing base and the second one on the rotator. The power is supplied by mounting the unit to the tripod, having a built-in magnet. After that, the hermetic contact closes in the unit. As for the tripod, when the tripod is deployed, it is fixed with distance bars. Retaining clips are intended for fixing transmitter or receiver installed on the support. The tripods installed one after another are making detection zones which can be formed like a circle or like a line. We can see that on the picture. On this picture you can see the perimeter made in form of the circle. It is used to protect closed perimeters. Such a way can be protected parking places, helipads, open storages, field camps, medical camps, and so on. Irregularities of vegetation on the site can be up to 30 meters and the snow cover up to 50 meters. Irregularities of vegetation on the site can be up to 30 centimeters and snow cover up to 50 centimeters. It is allowed stationary objects and thin vegetation on the site. As for the detection zone configuration, the length of the detection zone is up to 50 meters, the width of the detection zone is up to 8 meters, and the height is up to 2.5 meters. For example, if we would like to protect the perimeter of 600 meters, so we need 12 sets of linear units. It means we need 6 transmitters and 6 receivers, 3 units for every side of the perimeter. Here we can see the protected boundary in form of the line. The total length of the boundary can be up to 1000 meters, and the whole perimeter is divided into 12 sectors, each of 50 meters. Each 50 meters on the side there are installed 3 ports with fixed transmitters and receivers on them. The transmitting unit contains 2 linear transmitters and 1 demountable battery. The receiver consists of 2 linear receivers, 1 dismountable battery, and 1 radio channel transmitter, which transmits the alarm signal to the mobile radio channel receiver. The radio channel receiver can receive and identify the signals from 20 transmitters and show the actuated sector. A sample of the radio channel receiver you can see in the middle of the picture. For example, if we would like to protect a boundary of 600 meters, for this task we need 13 sets of the linear units. It means 6 receivers and 7 transmitters. And some words about our radio channel receiver that you can see in the middle in the picture or on our table. As I have said, the radio channel receiver can receive signals from 20 transmitters and has the usual antenna. And using this antenna, the signal is transmitted to the distance up to 400 meters. The frequency of the radio channel is 433 megahertz. To extend the reception range, we can use a remote antenna. A remote antenna consists of 3 ports, mast, and antenna itself. As a 3-port, you can use every 3-port included into the delivery kit. The mast contains 3 elbows and connected in series and reaches a height of 3.5 meters. If you use the remote antenna, the signal can be transmitted at a distance of 1,200 meters. Next picture, one moment. Please, dear guests, wait a bit. Look, the complex is mobile and should be carried out with special bags and rucksacks. If we use the total system for 1000 meters, you should have 3 rucksacks and 3 bags. The rucksacks are intended to carry and store the electronic units, and the bags are made to carry and store the 3 ports. The delivery kit also contains bag for the antenna and for radio channel receiver. A bag for the radio channel receiver you can also see on our table. Like all modern systems, FORTEZA-100 is able to be connected to the data collection system. And we will explain how you can do that. The alarm signal from the sensor is transmitted to the radio channel receiver. On its part, the radio channel receiver has normal closed contacts, which can be connected to the control panel like FCP8 or to the computer. If you would like to connect the radio channel receiver to the computer, you should use special converter which change normal closed contacts to the interface RS485. And the third option, how to connect the sensor to the data collecting system, is using GSM transmitter, which sends the alarm signal to your cell phone or to the modem. We see many questions from you, dear guests, and we are ready to answer.
Да, вопрос Дмитрия.
Дмитрий.
Дмитрий Луцман.
Okay, how to arrange the transmitter and the receiver units to each other?
Расположение приемников и передатчиков на территории охраны происходит в виде цепочки. На слайде номер 6 можно открыть, посмотреть. Это представлено наглядно. То есть мы чередуем передатчик, приемник и так далее. Несколько участков, которые нам необходимо установить для охраны определенной территории.
A sample how to arrange the transmitters and the receiver units you can see on the picture 6. So first should be transmitter, receiver, then again transmitter, receiver. Цепочка должна заканчиваться.
Обязательно передатчик.
Every circuit should be ended obligatory with transmitter. Obligatory. Do you understand? What is the minimum count of units for the order?
Минимальное количество заказов блоков это 4, то есть 2 передатчика и 2 приемника. И обязательно приемник радиоканала, который необходим для принятия информации из этих блоков.
The minimum delivery kit is 2 receivers and 2 transmitters, and obligatory there should be the radio channel receiver. Дальше.
Да, вот следующий вопрос. Как установить и администрировать прямые ПРД?
Может быть, тогда сейчас покажем? How to arrange the transmitter and the receiver. How to arrange it we would like to show you. Please, wait a bit. Now Sergey will show you how to install and how to arrange the transmitter and the receiver. Я сейчас им скажу. So, okay. To install, я сначала скажу как. To install FORTEZA-100, first you should open the bag. Открывай. To take out a tripod and install it on the field. Then take out from the rucksack an electronic unit. Sergey takes the transmitter. Then you should fix the electronic unit with the retaining clips on the tripod. If the installation is right, the unit is provided automatically with power supply from the built-in accumulator. Дальше. Now we should take out this receiver, install like the transmitter. we fix the receiver on the tripod, and on the cap, on the transmitter and on the receiver you can see arrows. Мы сейчас стрелочки используем, да?
Да, сначала идут рисочки, потом стрелочки, рисочки, потом стрелочки.
On the cap of the transmitter and receiver, you can see arrows and match marks. Arrows and match marks should see each other directly. So you should direct arrow to arrow, match mark to H mark. Such a way you should install every unit of the system. And please note that match marks should be directed to the match marks and arrows should be directed to arrows. Next questions. What is the maximum distance between two units?
Какое максимальное расстояние может быть между блоками? Максимальное расстояние 50 метров одного участка, минимальное 5 метров.
The maximum distance between two units is up to 50 meters. The minimal distance is 5 meters.
Следующий вопрос. Какое минимальное расстояние от ПРМ до ПРМРК?
What is the maximum distance from receiver to the radio channel receiver?
Минимальное не определено, максимальное 1200 метров при использовании выносной антенны.
The maximum distance from the receiver to the radio channel receiver is 1200 meters if you use the remote antenna. Next questions. Next question, one moment, from Danila. To have different configuration like ring or line, the system should be ordered with details, or every device could be used for both applications.
Да, необходимо указывать при заказе, какую вы хотите иметь конфигурацию. Если это кольцо, то нужно обязательно указать. Если это будет линия, мы добавим в заказ еще один передатчик, и у вас получается линия.
By order, you should precise what perimeter form you would like to have. Is it a ring or is it a line? Because on this depends their system components.
Следующий вопрос по аккумулятору. Дмитрий.
What happens if the battery is low?
Если разряжается батарея, передается сигнал на приемник радиоканала, соответствующий нужной информации. То есть он индицируется в определенном поле, в отдельном от тревог, по конкретному участку. Если разряжается на передатчике, приходят тревоги с соседних участков.
Где он индицируется?
Вот заряжается батарея в приемнике, то индицируется вот в этом поле. Комбинация двух индикаторов. Участка и КРБ.
If the battery is low, we can see that on the radio channel receiver. So the signal from the receiver transmitted to the radio channel receiver. And we can see that on the radio channel receiver in two fields. In the detection zone, and here in the where is the special LED for battery.
Если разряжается на передатчике линейном, то передатчик выключается, и тем самым передаются тревоги уже как стандартно.
If battery is low by transmitter, transmitter will be deactivated, and we also have alarms on the radio channel receiver.
а блок начинает пищать.
And the unit itself begin to peep.
Понятно.
Okay. Next question.
Как вы устанавливаете ПРМ прямо или перпендикулярно? Устанавливать передатчики и приемники необходимо по мере расположения вашего участка охраны. То есть линейные блоки имеют в горизонтальной плоскости способность вращения на 360 градусов. Передатчики и приемники могут относительно друг к другу поворачиваться. То есть вы можете конфигурировать любой изгиб.
The configuration of the units is depending on your site you would like to protect. Inside the units, there are rotators which can be turned in every side, but the transmitter and the receiver should see each other directly.
Есть определенные требования, указанные в руководстве по эксплуатации, где рекомендуется устанавливать одинаковые участки по длине и использовать только тупые или прямые вруи.
Other information about how to install the sensor right you can find in the user manual.
Что за фигура в середине третьего эллипса?
Вот это.
Это разрыв зоны обнаружения, показывает, что она может быть длиннее. Или количество участков увеличивается.
The figure, like water wave in the middle of the third ellipse, shows that the detection zone. Что она может делать?
Это у нас избрано 4 участка, оно может до 20 быть.
It means that it can be more than 4 sectors. We have said earlier that the maximum sectors could be up to 20.
Есть ли возможность заставить лучи пересекаться? В принципе, можно заставить лучи пересекаться, но это не имеет никакого смысла.
Yes, the possibility to make our lapping there is, but there is no reason to do such a way.
Вот вопрос от Алекс: какое максимальное расстояние от ПРМ до ПРМ-РК? ПРМ-РК тоже подзаряжается. На первый вопрос мы ответили: 1200 метров от ПРМ-РК до линейной части.
What is the maximum distance from RX to RCRX without the remote antenna? Нет, без переносной антенны имеет в виду.
С штатной антенной до 400 метров.
The maximum distance from receiver to the radio channel receiver with the usual antenna is up to 400 meters.
И второй вопрос — это возможность зарядки блока ПРМ-РК. Да, у него есть отдельный зарядник, он подключается через разъем и заряжается от сети.
The radio channel receiver also can be charged via special slot. От чего?
От сети 220.
From the socket of 220 volts.
Выключить руками проще, чем
One moment. We'll switch over the second camera. Okay. How many outputs are there on the radio channel receiver? A normal close, right? Any accelerated wired input.
Сколько выходов? ПРМ-РК имеет 2 выхода сухих контактов МЗ.
The radio channel receiver has 2 output of normal close contacts.
Первый выход контактов МЗ — это тревога, тревожные сообщения.
The first output is for alarms.
Обобщенные.
The total alarms.
Второй выход — это служебная информация, разряд батарей, линейной части и потери контроля канала связи.
And the second output is if как у нас потери канала?
Потери радиоканала, радиосвязи.
If the radio channel is gone and for battery discharge.
Такое время ожидания, время работы батарей. Время работы, автономной работы комплекса на стандартных кислотных аккумуляторах 7, не менее 7 суток, а реально 10-15 суток. Это свинцовые аккумуляторы.
Это FORTEZA. What is the expected lifetime of the batteries? The lifetime of the complex with built-in batteries is up to 7 days. Sometimes the lifetime can be up to 10, up to 15 days. It concerns FORTEZA-100M.
FORTEZA-100L имеет литиевый аккумулятор, поэтому длительность работы 22-30.
And FORTEZA-100L uses lithium batteries, and lifetime of such batteries is up to 27 days.
Как я могу видеть, из какого сектора пришло вызов?
How can I see from which sector comes an alarm?
В каждом блоке ПРМ линейной части имеется передатчик с определенным номером, который указан на крышке блока. Тревога передается с таким же номером на панель тревога ПРМРК.
Это на крышечке приемника. On the cap of the receiver there is a special number which is in accordance with the zone number of the radio channel receiver. So if we get an alarm from the zone, for example, 1 or 2, so the LED is switched on the radio channel receiver under numbers 1 and 2. If you do not have at the moment other questions, we can continue. On this picture, you can see how to use FORTEZA-100 in real conditions. The complex can be used at hard weather conditions, for example, like snow. To mount the system, it takes not much time, and how to install the sensor we have already demonstrated early. But we would like to say about it again. On the cap of transmitters and receivers, there are special arrows and match marks. So if you install the electronic units on the 3 ports, you should note that the arrow should see another arrow. Match mark should see another match mark. As for the time installation, it takes approximately 30 minutes to make the perimeter of 600 meters. After the protective boundary or protective perimeter is ready, you should cross every protected sector to check if detection there occurs. At the end of installation, you should mount the remote antenna on the mast near the security post. As conclusion, you can see the main features of FORTEZA-100 on your screens. But I would like to say again that the system is autonomous, has small weight and portable with 1 or 2 persons. It is mobile, quick deployable, reliable if different weather conditions and camouflage in the field. The system doesn't require configuration and adjustment. It can operate on the unprepared fields, and it is needed short time to mount and dismount the system. The system is powered from built-in accumulators. There are no dead zones, and the self-check function allows getting the information about the current status of the system. Like manufacturer, we have a special offer for you. It is FORTEZA demo stand. It can be bought by us from Russia, and it's a very good opportunity of a mobile presentation stand, which can be used both in your office or at your clients. So the demo stand reduces expenses on advertising materials. It is economic and universal. The equipment of the stand are changeable according to your wishes. If you want to buy such a stand, you can just contact us. All our contacts you can see on your screen. We speak 3 European languages: English, German, and French. What the demo stand consists of, you can see on your screens. And one moment, we have one more questions. How many time to recharge the batteries?
Это вопрос от кого?
Самак Амар.
К сожалению, еще не перевели.
Сколько необходимо времени до разряда батареи, до перезарядки батареи?
Время автономной работы составляет для FORTEZA-100M 7-15 суток.
The work of FORTEZA complex without recharge can be from 7 days up to 27 days, depending on the modification.
Для FORTEZA-12L составляет 22-30.
For FORTEZA-100M, the time for recharge is 7 days, and for FORTEZA-1000L up to 27 days.
Ну и заодно ответим на вопрос по зарядке батареи, потому что не было такого вопроса.
And now we would like to tell about the about the recharge of the batteries, because we do not have such questions.
В комплексе поставляется стандартный комплект зарядных устройств.
With system is delivered a kit of charge units,
который позволяет зарядить весь комплекс за 10 часов.
Which can charge the whole complex within 10 hours.
ПРМРК имеет отдельный зарядник, который позволяет использовать постоянно подключенным к сети.
The radio channel receiver has a special charge unit which can constantly charge the radio channel receiver 220 volts.
То есть непосредственно на пункте охраны можно использовать круглосуточный батарею.
So on the security post you can use the charging unit for radio channel receiver constantly.
Вот пришел вопрос по поводу времени заряда, только что мы на него ответили.
So we have answered your questions. Our contact you can see on the screen, and if you have other questions, you can contact us by mail, by Skype, or just call us. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you later.
Переведи, если томик.
Okay. So see you later. See you later. Bye. Dear guests, I'm sorry, we just have seen other questions and we are ready to answer. The question from, one moment. One moment. From Tomic Vladimir. Whether there is possibility that the batteries are charged automatically via solar panels without interventions of people.
Есть ли возможность автоматической зарядки батареи через солнечные батареи? Нет, такой возможности нет.
There is no possibility to recharge the sensors using solar panels.
В наших климатических условиях, в нашей широте, это как бы нет возможности это сделать.
Taking into account our Russian winter conditions, we do not have such possibility to recharge the sensor from the solar panels. In South countries, there is such a possibility. Musi Ahmed, when I have a 5,000 meter distance perimeter, how transmitters and receivers can I use? Если у меня периметр 5000 метров, как я могу использовать приемники и передатчики?
Возможно использование 5 комплектов FORTEZA-100.
To protect the perimeter over 5,000 meters, you should use 5 sets of FORTEZA-100.
И 5 приемников радиоканала, которые должны быть установлены где-то там в одном месте или в разных местах.
And in this case, you also should use 5 radio channel receivers, which should be installed in one place. I mean, in one security port, for example.
При условии, что дальность от ПРБРК до линейной части будет 1200 метров, не более.
And the condition, there is one more condition that the radio channel receivers should be on the at the distance from receivers at 1,200 meters, not more.
Если такой возможности нет, то возможно использование ретрансляторов, которые передают сигнал от линейной части до ПРМРК до 5 километров.
If you want to get the alarm signals from the sensors on the distance up to 5,000 meters, you can use the remote antenna. I'm sorry, not remote repeaters, special repeaters.
Следующий вопрос. Сколько блоков в одном комплекте?
One set has how many units?
Все зависит от заказа. То есть максимальное количество блоков для 20-участкового комплекса 10 приемников, 11 передатчиков.
The maximum kit for 20 sectors can contain 10 receivers and 11 transmitters.
Если необходимо меньшее расстояние, меньшее количество блоков, меньше участков, то здесь уже идет череда 4, 6, 8, 10 по вашему заказу.
If you need to protect less sectors, so you should tell us how many sectors you would like to protect, and we will count for you how many units you should have. If you have the questions, you can write. We are still here. So thank you for your questions and see you later. Bye.